Most people have no idea of the fortune hiding in mobile auto body and paint work, but I turned it into an almost $2 million a year business. And in this video, I'm going to show you 8 simple steps to launch your own profitable mobile auto body and paint business so you can make 6 figures a year with less stress, less cost, and more freedom. And before we dive into the steps, I just want to answer a few of the biggest questions that people always ask me about this business. Question number 1, can you actually make good money? And the answer to that is yes. I made more as an owner-operator of a mobile auto body and paint business than I did as a practicing lawyer. You can make 6 figures a year working part-time, and if you choose to scale with employees, the ceiling is much higher. I hit 6 figures in my first 12 full months of business and multiple 6 figures within 3 years, and I hit the $1 million mark after about 5 years. So if income is your worry, the reality is you can easily replace or even surpass your current income. Question number 2, does it cost a lot to start? Traditional auto body tech schools can cost anywhere from a few $1,000s to over $50,000, and that's just the tuition. Add in a multi-6-figure expense of opening a brick and mortar shop, and the price of getting started skyrockets. By contrast, going the mobile route is definitely more affordable. Your startup costs are limited to the auto body and paint training, equipment, and supplies. There's no massive facility and no giant overhead. The investment is modest, and it's one that pays for itself many times over. In fact, I've got techs still working profitably with setups that I helped them build nearly 15 years ago. Proof that when you go mobile, you're building something sustainable. Question number 3. What about competition? The residential market is massively underserved. Just look around. Scratches, dings, bumper scrapes, they're everywhere. The demand is constant. Think about my city of 300,000 people. Even if you cut this number down to account for children and those without cars, you would still have 100,000 people. Now, if just 1/10 of 1% scratched their car each day, you'd have 100 potential customers a day. So instead of worrying about competition, focus on capturing even just a tiny slice of this daily demand. It is more than enough to build 6 figures. For example, my average repair job is around $600 to $700. If you do a $600 job for 20 working days a month, that's $144,000 a year. So now that you know this business is both profitable and realistic, let's break down the exact steps to get started. Step number 1, learn the skills. Step 1 is the elephant in the room. You need the skills. You don't have the skills, you don't have a business. Think of your skills like the engine in a car. You can have the best trailer, you can have the fanciest setup, and you can have the slickest business cards. But if your engine doesn't run, you're not going anywhere. Skills are the engine. Without them, your business stalls before you ever even leave the driveway. So here's how to fuel your engine. Get training that's built for mobile repair, not traditional body shops. You don't need all of that. Through thousands of real-world repairs and building systems that work in the field, I've been able to strip away the wasted steps and focus on what gets the best results with the least amount of time, effort, and cost. This experience has given me the ability to simplify complex repairs into clear, repeatable methods without sacrificing quality. In fact, it's just the opposite. By paring things down to what's truly essential, you not only increase efficiency, but you also deliver more consistent professional results. What took me years of trial and error to figure out, you'll get in a streamlined process you can apply from day one. So when you're looking at programs, make sure you're not only learning the hands-on skills to repair and refinish vehicles, but you're also learning exactly how to launch and grow your own 6-figure-a-year business. Now, if you already have auto body training, that's awesome. It will be easier and faster for you to adapt to quick cosmetic repair jobs like bumper scrapes and scratches. Now, once your engine's running, you need a roadmap. Otherwise, you're just going to be driving around in circles. So step 2 is write down your goals. Think about it. Nobody jumps in a car and says, let's just see where the road takes us. You're going to waste gas, time, and probably end up lost. So writing down your goals is like your GPS. It tells you where to go, how fast you're moving, and whether you're even heading in the right direction. So here's how to get your GPS. Some might refer to this as your business plan, but this doesn't need to be some formal, overwhelming task. I don't want you getting hung up here and not getting started. So write down your income goals, your weekly, monthly, and yearly goals. Next, I want you to decide your structure. Do you want to be a solo operator, have a small crew, or do you want a bigger team? And then I want you to choose your market. Residential, dealers, rental car companies, or it could be a combination of all three. Then I want you to define your hours. Do you want to do this full-time, or do you want this to be a part-time side hustle to start? And here's the key, guys. I don't want you to wait for perfect clarity. Even a rough destination here is better than no destination. You can adjust as you grow, so please just get started today. And if you already know just one of these goals, go ahead and put it in the comments below. I'd love to see it. All right, now that your goals are set, it's time to put your business on the map, starting with your name. So step number 3 is pick a business name. Your business name is like the sign on your shop door. If people can't tell what you do, they're just going to walk past. A name like Mobile Bumper Paint Pro is clear and direct, while something vague like Color Solutions Inc. might sound very corporate, but it tells nobody what you actually fix. So when choosing your name, keep it simple and descriptive. Use plain language that makes it obvious what service you offer. Don't overthink creativity here. Clarity beats cleverness every time. And test it. If a stranger saw your name on your van or your trailer, would they instantly know what you do? All right, once you've got your name, the next step is to make it official, so clients can take you seriously and you stay protected. So step number 4 is register your business. Think of registering your business like putting plates on a car. Without plates, you can't legally drive it on the road, no matter how good the engine is. Your business is the same. Registration is what makes it real in the eyes of the law and your customers. Now here's how to get your business registered without overcomplicating it. Check if your name is available in your state or region. Most states have what they call a Secretary of State. There's usually a database that you can search to find business entities. Pick a structure. Most common are sole proprietor if you want to keep it simple, or single member LLC if you want more protection. Again, this is really simple. Most states will have a form you fill out called Articles of Organization. You just fill it out, pay the fee, and wait for your certificate of organization. Get an EIN number or employer identification number from the IRS if needed. It's free and it keeps your business separate from your personal taxes. Consider talking with a local accountant to make sure that you're set up correctly from the start. All right, now that your business is official, it's time to make sure people can actually find you. So step number 5 is marketing. When I first started, I spent $10,000 on a website. It eventually got hacked with malware and became completely useless. So I created a simple landing page for free, and the crazy part? My simple landing page with just a contact form brings in just as many leads. Customers don't care about how flashy your site looks. They just want to reach you quickly and get their car fixed. So here's what you need to actually get started. Business cards you can hand out anywhere. I can't tell you how many people ask for a business card when I'm working at a customer's home. You can also get fancy and put a big QR code right on your van or trailer. A Google business profile so people can find you when they search. This is a no-brainer. A simple landing page with a contact form. And one social media account you're familiar with and will consistently use. And here's a pro tip. Set up a business email and voicemail. Don't use your personal Gmail. Something like mattloves911s@gmail.com might be true, but it doesn't sound very professional. Now guys, if you're getting value from this video, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, once people can find you, the next step is making sure that you and your business are protected. And that means licenses and insurance. So step number 6 is licensing and insurance. Now this is where a lot of guys start to panic, thinking it's going to be complicated or expensive. But here's the truth. Business license requirements do vary by city, and most are super simple to get. If required, it will cost you about $50. Insurance, that's non-negotiable, but it's very affordable. And you don't need to start paying for it until you've actually got jobs booked. And certifications, forget about it. In nearly 2 decades, not one customer has asked me about certifications. They only care about results. Does the car look good when you're done? So here's what I recommend. Check your city or county for local business license requirements. Get liability insurance that covers vehicles, property, and injuries. And don't start paying until you have jobs lined up. It saves you cash early on. And skip certifications unless you plan to work for somebody else. They're not required for customers. All right, now that you're licensed and insured, it's time to get your money organized, because the fastest way to sync a business is mixing personal and business finances. So step number 7 is bank accounts and invoicing. You'll want to set up your business banking account. Keeping business and personal funds separate saves headaches, protects your assets, and helps your business look and run like a business. And since you've registered your business with your state and obtained your EIN number, you're now going to have the necessary paperwork the bank needs to set up your business bank account. Use an invoicing app like Square or Stripe or QuickBooks to send professional invoices. You can accept multiple payment methods, but track them all in one place so you never lose sight of cash flow. This keeps you organized, makes tax time stress-free, and shows customers you're running a professional operation. And finally, let's talk about your setup, your equipment, and your supplies. This is where a lot of new guys can waste money, so listen closely. So step number 8 is purchasing equipment and supplies. I once built out an $8,000 trailer setup, and you know what? My $3,000 trailer build made just as much money. The truth is, expensive setups don't automatically mean bigger profits. It's about how you use the tools. Here's the smart way to get started. Invest in a reliable trailer setup, the core tools, and the chemicals you'll need daily. Just make sure your system is clean, organized, and professional. This goes way further than a fancy trailer setup. And be sure to present yourself professionally with clean work attire. It builds trust way faster than any fancy trailer. And again, to harp on this point, skip the overspending. Start lean and upgrade only when the demand and cash flow justify it. And once your setup is ready, you're in business. I want to encourage you guys. This business is attainable, profitable, and very flexible. You can easily make 6 figures as a solo operator or scale higher if you choose. And once your foundation is set, it's just about landing that first client. Because after that, your referrals snowball, especially if you're fanatical about getting reviews. But here's what you're probably wondering now. How do you find that first client? How do you estimate jobs? What should you charge? Those are the exact questions that I'll be answering in upcoming videos. So make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss those videos. If you're serious about starting your own mobile auto body and paint business, check out the link down in the description below. And if you don't want to make the same mistakes I did when starting your mobile auto body and paint business, you're going to want to watch this next video right here.